day 3. I haven't posted day 2 yet. I'll probably just post that on on YouTube, because that video is a lengthy video. I watered the plants already. So yeah. Let's talk about consideration, right? Let's talk about a lot of things. Like, not wanting to be here, why exist in this world, like why I go along with this experience. Purposes, consideration, no comparison, because you view everything as yourself. So, let's look at this. So, I remember growing up, little move. I just remember when I was younger, right? Like, I remember moments I'm like, hey, this person better than me. Then started playing sports, just had siblings and just things like that, where I had to switch that ego, right? Pretty much becoming who you need to be for whatever activity you're doing or whatever you're going through in life. So for whatever I was going through in life, for sports and stuff, especially with my height, I developed an ego that, yeah, I'm better than you, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna show this to you, like, I'm better than you, right? That's all cool and stuff, Like, honestly, having ego, I said this in a song, I said, what's a big ego with no spirit? It's fool's gold, right? Nothing wrong with your ego. It's not about having ego, bro. Ego is normal. It's about aligning your ego with your spirit, right? That's what, first of all, there's no right and wrong, yet that's the resonance, that's the divinely way of going about it, in my perspective, okay? You have your ego, align that ego with spirit. Now, it's a spirit-driven ego. Now they work hand in hand. It's not you versus you anymore. You feel me? It's not you versus anyone. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, I had that ego, I'm gonna prove something to you, blah, blah, blah. So at that point, throughout, just that era of my life, I did view myself as superior. That's how I looked at it. That's how I was programmed, that people were superior than I. So I was like, okay, I don't want that, If somebody has to be superior, it'll be I, So I did what I did to become superior, internally and externally. Experienced more life, and I was like, this ain't it. It's not who I am, This ego is you versus you. This not a spirit-driven ego. And that's when I was able to reflect. Yet the way I reflected was via isolation and solitude, via going ghost on social media, unfollowing everybody, not sharing my expressions. Not necessarily not expressing, because I always express, right? We all always express. Sometimes we may limit our expressions, yet we're always expressing. Yet, I limited sharing my expressions. So it's like, bro, people didn't know, like, people only know what I show them now, and they only know what they knew, from the past me. Right now, like, most people, I'm sure they have their own perception of me already. That's based off of just stuff that I already reflected on, stuff that I didn't live and died millions of times already in this one life, So it's like, I already got through that ego of superiority. Pretty much, I already got through the illusion of separation. Yeah, this is the conundrum, right? And this, we could get past other people's perception, okay? Let's not even focus on that. Yeah, like, what I was really pondering on, I was feeling and resonating, was just like, okay, whenever you, whenever you understand or accept or choose to view life as I'm you and you me, like, everything is a mirror, everything is a reflection, everything is just you. That's a great enlightenment. You don't have to have that perspective. They have infinite enlightenments, Yeah, that's a beautiful enlightenment, you know. That's a beautiful thing to understand, to learn, to feel, you know. By understand, all I mean is to experience and feel it. I don't say understand, I don't say overstand, I say inner, because it's more balanced in my perspective. That's it. Yeah, so yeah, you know, started just seeing everything and learning like, hey, bro, like you are me, because like we project things, not realizing that those things are us, right? And I share that with people, like, yeah, like you're projecting, right? And people try to switch the role and be like, you're, you know, so like, are you not projecting? Yes, I am projecting. Yet that's the difference, okay? It's two different projections, bro. There's a projection when you don't realize that you're talking to a mirror. And then you have a projection that's like, bro, I did what you're doing. I understand that. You are me. I'm going to project what I'm feeling to you. And you take whatever message and see from it and you grow. You know, it's two separate projections. It's one that focuses and embraces the illusion of separation. Then it's one that completely breaks the whole theory of separation. It's two different projections. You know, the fact that I can accept that, yes, I am this. Yes, I am that. When people call me names now, I don't deny. I have no need to deny. I'm going to understand and keep pushing. That's it. Acceptance is the first thing, first of all. Acknowledge, accept, release, and then you elevate. You heard it here first, folks. Okay. But yeah, bro. And then so it's like, once you view everything as everything, it's like you can do anything. Because nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Everything is you. Everything is I. Everything is spirit. Right? Just simply put, like that's just the truth. That's the truth that I embody. Simply put. Yet, this I was at the other day. I was like, you know, I've experienced loneliness, being lonely, just feeling alone. I'm pretty sure. I'm not saying I'm pretty sure. I don't want to assume yet. It's possibly that most people, if not everybody, have experienced moments of feeling alone. Lou, leave it. Yeah. If you look at the universe as everything, for instance, if I would have physically described God, right? This is how a lot of people who are tapped in with spirit explains it. What a visualizer is. They have a post and it's like a God. They have the land, and then they have humans. But the humans is just God fingers, pretty much. So it's pretty much like everything is source, okay? Nothing is separated. Everything is God, pretty much. And that's when you know, like I really thought about that, pondered on that. I'm like, that's the sense of loneliness. You know, it's like if God was the only thing here, God had to use Himself, which is source. How about if that source was the only thing here, because source means it's the first thing. It's what everything is created from. Just keep that in mind. That's what a source is. Okay? So if source was the only thing here and the first thing here, that means it used itself to create other things. Meaning all of those other creations is the creator. It is the source. So it's like, source is lonely. Simply put, if source is the only thing, source is alone. And that's how, like, damn, like, because I look at it, because I see through the illusion of separation, I realize everything is I. Even though every soul is unique, I still connect with that soul. I'm like, that is lonely, you know? Like, to a certain degree, it is lonely. And I don't know. It was just, I don't know. I was just thinking about that. I'm still going to be thinking about it, meditating on it, you know? Yeah, I just wanted to share that, you know? It's pretty odd. Yet, whenever you get to that point, it's like, what are you doing here? Like, whenever you reach certain enlightenments, what do you do with it? Like, whenever you do all of your purposes that you've given yourself, that you gave yourself, that you feel, what do? You can always find more purposes, of course. You could create more purposes because it's infinite. Yet it's like, when you are fulfilled and feeling empty, once you understand being a contradiction, an angel and a demon, God, the devil, once you understand that it's all unity and balance and one and no separation, it's like, what do you do next? Because this whole matrix, this whole system, society is built off of pretty much milking separation from racism, even though that everybody is really one race, the human species, just the human species. First of all, we're all souls in human vessels, so that stuff really doesn't matter. Yeah. Then they got the different religions and just different all types of different gangs, different hierarchies, classes. Like, this world is literally, like, the battery of this world is separation, you know, which is truly consciousness. You know, people separate themselves from higher consciousness. That's kind of what religion does. I'm not gonna say that's what religion does. That's what some people allow religion to do. Because religion actually guides you to connect with that consciousness. That's another story anyway. Yeah. I share what I shared. This day 3. I'm gonna make it too lengthy. Let me see if I can sum up a message. I guess that's what I'll be doing. If I can sum up a message to share, keep being free or push outside of your boundaries. Break through your limits. Realize the bullshit you've been on. Realize the loops you've been in. And realize when souls are doing their best or their intentions are to help you and are pure. Not even to help. Realize when souls' intentions are pure and understand why it's pure and just understand it. Because the more you understand pureness, you're going to become pure. You know, certain, like, stuff ain't going to bother you. Like I said, people could do whatever, and I'm just going to be like, full counter. You hurting yourself, you're talking to a mirror, because you're talking to yourself. I am you, you are I, you are you, and I am I. We are one. Later.